Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're going to talk about the frame rate in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now we all know the optimization in this sim is god awful. It is the worst. But there is now a solution. So like right now in the upper right corner, you will see that I'm only getting about 32, 31 frames. It looks like. And it has to do with the optimization of the sim because I have no slouch of a computer. I have a computer that has the 5950 X16 core. I have a 3080 Ti, and I also have 64 gigs of RAM. So it's no slouch. It's a it's a powerful system for what it is. I mean, it's not new, but it's not like super old. So it should be able to handle the sim and very easily pump out 60 frames. But the optimization is awful because of the main thread limitations. It really doesn't utilize multi-cores or multi-threads very well or at all. But there is a solution. It's called Lossless Scaling. Now, Lossless Scaling is a software located in Steam, and it is priced at $6.99. That's US dollars. Very well priced. I mean, versus going out and buying a 4090, because the 4090s, the 4000 series GPUs have NVIDIA frame rate generators, which is pretty much exactly what Lossless Scaling is. It's a kind of a lower version, but it's not by much. It's not that much lower. They're almost on the same scale, but Lossless Scaling comes into a very, very, very close second place to the NVIDIA generator, which is on the NVIDIA frame rate generator, which is, like I said, on the 4000 series. Now, Lossless Scaling is probably more or less for your 3000 series, 2000 series GPUs and below, and then also for your AMD users that are also having frame rate issues. So those users are going to get the benefit of the actual software. Now, if you haven't already liked the video, go ahead and smack that like video or that like button, and also hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. We are doing really well. The channel's only been around for 2.5, 3 years, and we're already over 3,000 subscribers. I thank you, everyone out there. You guys have been phenomenal. We are still expanding and doing different things with the sim. I have new reviews coming here soon. But yeah, so the software is this. Here it is. So this is what you're going to get after you install it. This screen alone. It's going to be set to LSFG 1.1 and it's a default. You're going to want it as 2.2, and then your mode is either double your frames that you're getting right now or triple. I have mine at triple since I have a 3440 by 1440p monitor at 166 hertz. So I can pump out 166 frames on this screen. So that's why I do triple. So yeah, it's really awesome. I really like it. Anything else you in here settings wise, all of this stuff, don't even worry about. Only thing you have to worry about is these two settings. That's absolutely it, nothing else. So we're gonna pull this off the screen. We're gonna put this back in the corner because that has to be there, and we're gonna go this off and this back on. All right, there's if you want me to do another video on how to set up Lossless Scaling for the OBS studios, let me know in the comment section below, because I have found I've found a few quirks with this thing, like NVIDIA filters. Disable your NVIDIA overlay. It will screw with this thing heavily. And I actually found that out the hard way. So I spent an hour trying to troubleshoot it, trying to figure out why the screen's locking up, the software is glitching. It ended up being that the NVIDIA overlay was completely screwing with it. So, all right. So you see how the screen's not fluidly moving. It's a little stutters, a little here and there. 30 frames. Come look down here. 34, 35, 36, 37. Yeah, it's horrible. So there's a hotkey. It's Control-Alt-S. Enables it. So, and you see in the upper left corner, I'm going to superimpose it since the screen's a lot bigger than what you guys can see. In the sim, I'm getting 31 frames. And then the Lossless Scaling is scaling it at 90 frames. So it's 30 by 80 or 90. It's obviously fluctuating, but this is what it looks like. Way more fluid, way more buttery. I'm not seeing any artifacts when I'm doing this either. There may be a couple glitches, but I mean, it's a high fidelity environment. I literally put this to the extreme. And I've also set all my settings. All my settings in here, in there are for the graphics is set to ultra. So you're getting the full effect. Now we're going to go outside the plane and check out what it looks like on the outside. We're now on the outside of the plane and we're checking out the frames. So the frames on the outside look pretty good. It's 28, 80, 29 frames. This is Sims. 92 is on the is what's Lossless Scaling doing. Now it looks gorgeous. I love it. There are little quirks with the program, like you have to be in certain. You have to have it up on the left-hand side rather than minimized, I realized, or else it'll freak out. But other than that, I mean, the software is really good. I really enjoy it. I think it's actually pretty decent. I mean, look at how smooth that is. I know I'm recording this at 60 frames, but also YouTube's going to compress it and change some things. So yeah, it's going to be wonky probably through YouTube. But I do recommend the software. Like I said, $7 on Steam. The sim is getting 26 frames, while I'm getting 80 frames from Lossless. There's a couple jumps here and there, but I mean, that's also trying to generate the frames in those spots. But I think I'm going to start using this software. I'm going to start using this software probably for my cinematic full flights, which I've started doing recently. So if you guys look forward to seeing that, there's 4 videos up at this moment. Check them out. I know that they're not using lossless scaling, not yet. I'm going to be working on those. But let's go ahead and take off and see what it looks like when we take off with this this format. Let's go ahead and put the flaps down, and then we're also just take off. It looks really, really good. Getting 70 frames at the moment. Yeah, it looks really good. I don't really see any artifacting when it comes to the software regenerating frames. It's really not that bad. It's kind of worth it, honestly. Oh yeah, that's butter. We may be getting 27, 28 frames right now, but when you pull out 80 frames, now when you move the screen really fast, you do see kind of some tearing around the cockpit. And the wings as well. Nothing that's substantial. Yeah, nothing too substantial. I like it. It's sure, I think it's worth it. $7, it's almost, for some people it's not much at all. And I think it's worth giving it a shot and see what you can think of it in person. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I helped you guys out maybe with bettering your frame rates in the flight sim. I know that I only recently have found out about this software, and I was skeptical. I was very skeptical, and I was doing a lot of research on it. and I just pulled the trigger, and I think pulling the trigger for me, for what I do, it was worth it. So like right now we're getting 96, 97 frames. As we get out of the high fidelity, high detailed areas, that frame rate will go up. I'll probably be able to push 120 frames. So I hope everyone enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. And I hope to see you guys in a future video or in a future live stream. Maybe I'm considering live streaming again, but not as often as I used to. But yeah, have a great one, everyone. Later.